Hi, welcome back to Gadget Mad Lad. This is part 3 of making a Gameboy Macro XL 2020. Part 3, obviously. Right, so I've had a bit of camera difficulties. I started recording and I wasn't actually recording, so I'll run you back through what's happened. Right, so obviously, when you last saw, I was snapping this off, back and forth, got that off. I've also come in and removed all the pins from here that were left behind by the cartridge. I've cleaned it up, the grounding pads the best I can with my soldering sucker and my soldering iron. I've also found SPR0, which I was looking for in the last one, so we can do 2 speakers now. It's definitely good. And I've also sussed out where to wire the additional charge port into on the back of this original charger. Right, so here's what you've missed out on as well. So put this to one side. This isn't needed for the time being because we are working on the top bit of it, kind of thing. So what I did, I came in. This cable was stuck underneath there. I had to peel the corner of this foam up to essentially loosen the cable, and I had to undo a screw from there, which you can see the hole. That's where the screw was, hiding behind the cable. At that point, when I removed that screw, this came off and freed up a slot for me to slide the cable through and get it through this side. Now I'm stuck now. It was at this point I realised that it wasn't recording properly, so I had to kind of like reset myself. So for now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to move the digitizer / touchscreen to one side, so it's safely to one side. And we'll just start to get the top bit off, which I have genuinely no idea. How do I do this? I mean, technically, I could just cut it, couldn't I? Yeah, I'll do that. Obviously, I don't recommend you doing this because you probably want to preserve it or something. But for me, it's not much of a big deal because I'm going to be chopping these off anyway. So I'm cutting here, and I'm going to cut here. Whether it works or not, I don't know. But like I said, this is the first one I've done. I've slept since last night, so can I even cut through? That's the question. Could I just cut it there? Would that work? I'm butchering this case. Yeah, we'll be coming back and front in anyway, won't we? So it's no big deal. It's fixable. Well, it will be fixable. Obviously, this is going to be a few episodes in when we do once I've done all of the Gameboy macros I'm doing, that's when I'll be doing like a dedicated episode towards how I did each of the things. Not an episode each, but it might go into 2 episodes, I don't know, but it'll mainly be just me talking about what materials I used and how I did it, and footage of how I did it. I'll probably just film it and just do a voiceover or something for that. Yeah, that's not working for anything, that. Right, so backup plan. I'm going to take these out. I'm going to see if we can get to it from the other side, because we need two speakers out of this anyway. So that's the plan. So what we'll do, we will just move the tweezers, I need them. Right, rubber stoppers, rubber baby bumper, buggers. I'll move them to one side because I might be able to use them for a future project or for a stopper of some kind, I don't know. Something that will... Everything gets recycled there, literally. Well, not literally, but everything, more or less everything. One of the things that I'm using for the housing modification is, milk cartons. The blue and the green and the red and stuff like that. Well, that's the type of plastic that I can melt down and reshape. It's like plasticine when it's hot. So I'm hoping to make some parts and maybe my own game console housing or something. That'd be fun. Me and my girlfriend have been gathering our milk cartons for the last couple of months. So we've got plenty of material to be working with. Right, anyway, that's a different subject, but we'll be using it in the future video. But just so you know, we'll be using some recycled materials, and I'll show you how to do it as well. And essentially what you need to do I learned off YouTube. There's a guy making some pens out of this recycled milk cartons, and they were pretty damn cool, so I thought, oh, I could probably use that for making like little mods and stuff, so I'm going to. So back to the matter at hand anyway. So we've got 4 Phillips screws, which obviously if you want to keep, is that too big? That, I think that's too big. I need a smaller bloody screwdriver. Of course I do. Right, so crosshead, I think you'll do that one, won't you? One sec, trying to get me crosshead screw stuck in the rubber. Right, so take the tri-ring out for a second and quickly undo these 4 screws. Oh, am I not seeing it or something? Them screws do not well come out. So, okay, plan B, what's it? Forgot. It's the flat crosshead. That's weird. Oh, there we go. Got it with the original screwdriver. Don't even need to use that other screwdriver. So, there goes 1 screw. There. 1 screw. 2 screws. 3 screws. How am I going to do it? Come on, do 3rd screw. 3 screws. Right, okay. So, 4th and final screw. I can feel it loosening, so I think that's what it was. I think it's because I needed to undo these screws. So if you undo that screw and you assume it's just gonna, if it's already broke, you're probably just gonna release easy. But you know, if these mechanisms broke, but this is really stiff, this one, so it's not budging. So close that again. Can we close that again? I don't like that. I don't feel right. Oh, it's because of the thing I did, isn't it, when I cut into the. Silly me, ignore me. So we get our splodger. Run it along this. It should just free, I think. If we're holding it in place now. A little prize we do. Yeah, there we go. So it's free. And we've got access to the top bit now. So from what I know, these are just pressure fits. They're not actually wired in. I'm still confused to how we're gonna get the thing off. Oh no, never mind. Screwdriver. So let's take out what we need to take out. Right, so we'll get you free first. Untangle you. Right, so is this stuck down? I'm assuming it is. Oh yeah, it's well stuck down. It's not stuck down anymore. Right, so we'll get that free. Try to keep track of the time so I don't go on myself too much. Because I do. Inevitably I'll go on myself too much. Right, so we're taking the screws out of this. One there, that's all there is. Don't need to keep them safe unless you're planning to use it for spares or put it back together again or something, I don't know. This is about making a macro, and if you're making a macro, what's to say, you can't make a macro without messing up a DS's top screen or hinge or something. Essentially, something is going to get chopped or snipped that if you're using it as a DS, you're not going to want to use it as a DS after that. So if we wriggle that about, should just be able to pry it loose. Yeah, there we go, feel it coming loose. So we got that. Can you see the thing's just the terminal, so we'll need to solder to that. What do I need to do here? It can't be that. We'll figure that out. We'll suss out which is which. Leave that to one side for now. Now we're just trying to. Can we get them out? Yeah, they'll come out. Nice little speakers. Both of which will be going into the bottom of this at some point. hopefully this episode, but you never know, might not be. Spacer. Okay, that might come around if something. I really freaking hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to butcher the housing on my cutters. So, right, we're cutting at the housing then. So we need to cut, what do we need to cut? Oh, actually, one sec. Maybe not. Maybe not. But about a million years too late for seeing it now, but can I just poke that through? I thought maybe I could, maybe not, I don't know. Is that free? No, it's not, is it? Have I mashed it up too much? Oh, yep, there we go. That's how you do it. So you got to poke these through either side. And that should free your hinge up now. So we can chuck them in the... Yes, success. Hallelujah. Right, we're going to try and use that screen in there, but we might not be able to, but we'll try. Obviously, again, there'll be a housing modification one. So while we're here, might as well come in with the cutters, quick modify the housing a little bit. So we'll trim there, we'll trim that, that can go off. It's just so I can lay it flat, that's the thing we're doing this for really. That hinge is getting snipped off, so there's that gone as well. That's kind of flat, that's honest with you, I like that. And I think that's gone now as well. Oh, there's not all the buttons out. Bugger. Ah, you bugger. So we can only go back in one way, eh? So, you go back in there. Yeah? Yep. Right, so let me grab another one to quickly look at so I know where I'm putting the buttons. Get the pink one. So, Y is inwards to the... there. A is opposite to that. X is top. So these are variables. And B is got a bit of bottom. So B for bottom it is. They're all back in, so I should just be able to put the rubber membrane back over, which is that way, I think. Is it? No. I'm guessing not. Yeah, it'll be that way because of the hole. So there you go, that's back on, that's safe. So you shouldn't get too misplaced now. Right, so I think we're done with the housing now, side to it for now. So let's get the motherboard back in here. Get some goddamn soldering done. Let's move them screws out of the way. Right, first things first, right, what do we need? Speakers, that's what we need. Finish wire I've got, finish wire I've got. That'll do, I think. An old cable off a telly, so a TV. I think it was a 42 inch or something with a smash screen. It's just one of the, you know, the little wires on the inside connecting the boards together. They kind of like these connectors on. I reuse the cables, they're really good for like audio stuff and that kind of thing. So what I'll do, I'll pull one through. Shouldn't be too hard to do. Should be long enough. So I should be able to pull it free now. So I've got one. Come free. It's all bundled together. Right, so we'll use brown for red and white for black. Need two of them. Yeah, it came out alright. That snapped, didn't it? Did it? No. Don't want a snap wire obviously, because that won't be good. So I've got 2 of them, and we got 2 of them. So, you know, scrap stereos, scrap tellies, really, really good source for components and parts for modding of any kind, really, I'd say. That's why I collect everything, pretty much. So, quickly just run my blade around the edge of it to score the rubber and quickly pinch the tip off. That gives you exposed a bit of metal. I need to do that 3 more times. And so what this is the wire that I'm going to use for the speakers. So it should be pretty easy to do. I won't tin the ones that I'm sticking to this because they're getting tinned at the same time, so that should essentially make it stick quite well. I hope. This might be the moment where I'm like, oh my god, should have got flux. If I had flux, it'd stick, definitely. But what came with my kit, flux wise, was like a rock hard piece of plastic kind of thing, and didn't work. So, can you do it without? That's what I say. Right, so I'm gonna go. Bear in mind, you can always rectify this at a later time anyway. So, just for this, say shits and giggles, pardon my French, I'm gonna tin both the pads, and then I'm gonna come back in and stick the wires to them. We're going brown, right, left. Brown, right, left, white. I'm not too sure I was saying it right in my head then. I was like, what? Does that sound right? That doesn't sound right. That's a tricky one to say. Alright, so anyway, here we go. So I'm gonna heat the pad up. Tin on it, lovely jubbly, same with this one. Oh, beautiful. Need a bit more now, actually. Giving them out. There's one. All we're doing is just putting a bit of tin solder down here to allow the wire to stick to something, which is now done. So we'll come back in with the brown wire, like I said, to the right. Align it all up and everything. Got these to pretty much get a nice steady connection. Yeah, nice and steady. You might singe the plastic a little bit because, like I said, they usually pressure fit, you know, the way they're held in place. But because obviously we're applying heat and solder, you are going to probably get a little bit of warpage around the plastic. It's not a big deal, it'll still work fine, I hope. I'm saying that, bear in mind, but like I said, me like you, this is the first Gameboy Macro XL I've made. But I'm just following mentally along with videos I've seen in regards to, what's he called, Elliot off Retro Future, or who else did I see? Is it Broken Pasta or something? Retro Repairs? A couple of others, can't really remember off the top of my head. Oh, getting ahead of myself here, aren't I? So I've got to do this one now. That's what I'll do. I'm going to solder these in for this one, and I'll get back to the next step. I'll log off for now. Tune back in the next episode. I'll have this soldered, and we'll be starting to solder it to the actual board. So that'll be that. Tune back in for next episode, part 4. Thanks for watching. Bye.